you know. This is being a hater. Where did I go? My cam, y'all, hold on. Okay, here I am. We're having trouble streaming to your destination. So, Facebook group, I think that we are not going to show up in the group. So, I'm going to go ahead and take y'all off. Um, so, let's get into this, okay? Comprehensive Guide is your go to resource. The vision I have for this so that I can stop driving myself crazy. And some of y'all who agree with these standards and been doing this kind of work as well for a long time are doing it really well. So y'all could have a support and backing because it drives us crazy to have to keep repeating or showing or explaining. And so this can be that go to resource for, well, I want to start my locks this way to get this result. Well, I got some backing to tell you why, we know X, Y, and Z is not the preferred method for the results you're looking for the strength that you're looking for. Hey y'all, Summer Baby 88. Hey Harold. Thank you for waiting for me. Y'all, I don't know why I get nervous. I'm talking to myself. I'm gonna be honest. Honesty is the best policy. I feel so vulnerable and emotional today. I'm trying to look professional, keep it together, but I mean, I've been talking about these standards, having people disrespect or not listen or whatever I think most people respect, but it just feels like I don't know how to describe it, but to be able to say, like, I put everything down in this book. I published this. And knowing this is my story. This is the story of Microlocks. Is so infused with my story of how I created, coming out from being bashed by Sister Locks. Y'all know, you can go back on YouTube and look at my comments for one of my highest ranked videos. The highest viewed videos. It was nothing but bashing about, like, this is fake Sister Locks and this is that and who do you think you are? Meanwhile, I'm fixing so many people's hair in real time in Brooklyn, New York. I'm seeing women with baggies of broken locks. I'm making sure that I don't misrepresent myself and say I'm doing Sister Locks because I believe in respecting other people's businesses. Although I may not be working with Sister Lot, I know that she's still a business, and I'm not going to walk around just to get her clients and say I'm doing Sister Lot. I tell them clearly what I'm doing, and then let them make a choice about the quality and what they want. And I've had to fight tooth and nail just to get Microlocks to be even semi-respected, and to see how it's grown and how it's gone, and to have my presence not really there. um Sometimes I felt like I would have to, like, keep explaining or feel like, they don't know. Like, people say, well, you can do it any way you want, and da da da. And I say, true, but there were standards. And when you're behind the chair fixing, when you're behind the chair having people give you their money that they saved up, giving you their paycheck to provide a service, and you know for a fact that you're going to provide that quality of service that they're looking for, and you know for a fact that this journey is powerful, but you have to tell people, like, starting it that way is going to add more problems, potentially weaken it. Like, that becomes exhausting. Also, I don't think every dollar is good. So I'm not going to just grab money. You can turn down people. You can uphold standards. You can say, that's not what I provide. But if you wanted this done this way, then this is what I'll provide. And just standing in your truth is always going to be best. Everybody wins, right? Somebody's adamant about getting something a certain way and you don't do it. And then you're like, dang, I wish I could have had that money. You're going to get blessed for standing on standards that you believe in far more than taking that quick buck and have it potentially damaging their hair, damaging your reputation, etc. Unknown caller. So, hey, yes, tag my girl. I see. She was in the class at the World Natural Hair Show. I see somebody tagging somebody. And so I appreciate her kind words because she said some very nice things in that class. No, I'm not. I don't have this is why no, I'm not gonna go there. I always talk about what's popular, people with high followings. But if y'all saw me kind of vent a little bit on Friday, I was know for a fact that a lot of these pages that have a lot of followers, sometimes you have to relook at the quality because they're the ones sometimes that are providing a lot of the damage. And you can't go just by numbers alone. You have to go by the quality of work that's provided. Look at their portfolio of long-term work. There's a lot of people claiming to be experts, but expert work stands the test of time. They're not. It's not always a fad. Sometimes fads come and go, but quality lasts forever. And that is the results that I want everyone to have if that's what they want. It's huge, but I'm nervous because I'm like, you know, there's a couple. I'm gonna do other videos on another topic. I don't want to take the shine off this book. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. That's constant reminder of standing your worth, standing what you want, standing the quality of what you do, like everything that you stand for, stand in it. It will pay off because there's some things going on behind the scenes, and I'll let y'all know in another video. You are proud of you and want this book to be successful. Thank you, Harold. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Um, we are have so like I said, you can get it on Amazon. You can go to the Microlock Standards with an S.com. And also we're also going to be doing book signings. So I'm in talks with a couple of we're finalizing a schedule for some salons and spaces throughout, not just in Brooklyn, but in other places. If you would like to, especially tap my network for this, distribute, sell, that's always an opportunity as well. So we got more orders. I'm going to be signing them, and you're only going to be able to get the signed copies through me, through us, microlockstandard.com. Amazon, I'm not able to do the signed copies, but you can also get the signed copies on the book signing tours that you will find out about, paired with training and education. So I'm actually like, here, buy my book, y'all. Y'all know I'm always trying to give y'all gems and education about what if if you desire to have a certain quality, I'm always going to tell you how to do that. Right? I'll tell you little gems, and we'll have informational sessions. I'm also going to be pairing this book up with a lot of offers we're doing online. So whether you're in person, online, in the programs, in the boot camps, you're going to be able to get access to this book. Hi. Hey, Glorious Fox. Thank you so much. Um, all right. So let's go look into what we are talking about. Okay. Oh, and this book includes a glossary of terms. There's some terminology that um, was created. There's some terminology, if y'all know, from my bootcamp I created to describe certain tool types. We break down that and just some terminology that we're not going to assume that you know. There's a whole glossary of terms within this book, and I break it down for you, um, etc. So, rotation, closed loop, open loop, um, the base versus the foundation versus the pattern versus the so we got all that in here, as well as some other things that you should know about in the glossary of terms. And then we also have in this book um, a locking stage chart, as well as narrative of it, where I go really in depth about what you should be expecting based on the methods that we recommend you start these locks with, and how you may not go through these stages if you're doing some other things, and why that may or may not be important. You need your hair to evolve in a certain way if you want it to look a certain way. You don't want to interrupt that. We get into sizing, into grid, we get into installation, microlock sustainability and longevity. Um, but something I'm really proud about is, we'll get into microlock extensions too. We got our standards broken down here. One thing I really like is that many of you may or may not know I'm a licensed social worker, therapist, who has found this can be an extremely healing, but yet also um, one that requires you to be mindful of self-care, because your success of your business, your success of your hair, your success of your work you do is really, really dependent upon your self-care, your intentions, just a lot of that. I didn't realize how about that until I went through my own process, getting trained and going through this business and going through life. And you don't just because if you're not focusing on maintaining wellness for you and your clients, and you're just focusing on doing a quick rotation, getting their money, you will crash and burn. It will crash and burn. It sustaining a business and really reaping the abundance of that's going to require you paying attention to that, because y'all know loyalty is hard to come by here in these streets. So people want to be loyal to a good loctician, but they will leave at a drop of a dime because of something usually related to how much you did or did not care about their hair and the quality that you're providing. That is constantly what I'm hearing. I want someone who really cares about my hair care, versus she had a lot of IG followers. They can give a flying fig. A lot of people don't really care. It's nice to show, but it's superficial. This is not superficial if you want this for the long term. Picking up my kid, but I want to give you flowers and how you contribute to this. Oh, thank you so much. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Glorious Locks Natural Hair and Beauty. Um, thank you. Who is Harold? Harold, you've been really nice. And I know I probably know you, but the name, I think I mean, you've commented before. So thank you, North Main Locks. What a journey. What a journey. Um, Let me take a sip of mine. I drink kombucha, y'all, because it like naturally supposed to relax me because I get nervous when I do these lives. Mm. I told y'all I came back on live in 2019, 2020 after being gone for almost 10 years. I think I popped in a couple of YouTubes, but y'all, I was in the deepest, darkest struggle and depression of my life. I'm honest. I'm honest. I'm a mental health worker. I talk about mental health. It's not, it's, we should talk more about it. And I remember being like, you create something, you know how you like birth something, you create it, we kind of get a little protective or maybe a little attached, and I had to like sever the attachment and watch it. People saying this is how you do micro, you know, and then I saw some people, I had to do some legal stuff because they were just like, I'm just gonna take I'm gonna take her business name, I'm gonna take, we dealing with that even now today. And I was like, dang, okay, fine, even without all of that, what contribution is that going to make into this industry? If it's not, if the people who are most vocal are providing something good in this industry where the results are really great long term and people are really investing their money wisely in their business, like that, I can't argue with that. But when it's, I paid $3,000, $4,000 and my hair is coming to loose, or we get so many in our inbox, bald spots breaking, locks broken, people really upset with stylists that have popularity on some social media platforms, but behind the scenes they're showing that they don't really know. I don't think anyone should fake you know anything. Just be honest with clients, or say, um, I'm really good in this, and focus what you're really good in, and then get the learning and skills in the areas that you aren't, so that way no one's feeling deceived. I'm not, color isn't my thing. Cutting is not really I'll do myself. So if I have someone that's willing to pay me money for that and I can't do it properly, I will say, I have a referral for you. I'll make sure I can find a referral, or I'll make sure I invest in training to make sure that I'm at a place where I've shown and demonstrated that I know what I'm doing before I start charging. Because or tell the client, would you be my test dummy for free? Like, let's sign this liabilities off of me if it doesn't come out. There's ways to go about doing things. I think when we just try to say you know everything, no one knows everything. I don't know everything. There's things that I don't, like I said, I don't do because I don't do them well. I don't do the styling. I do the curls. That's my thing. um, and I'm finding that happens because I think egos get inflated with a lot of followers. I'm going on a tangent, yo, but I have to, my heart telling me to say this. And we get confused when it's actually time to show. Because a lot of people get hurt. And I'm just speaking for people, certain people that wanted me to say something. I have to ask because 305 is my Miami. Oh, you're in Miami. Okay. Um, okay, so any particular questions y'all have? Neglecting proper maintenance and repair. What if you are, anybody's telling you they know how to do this at an expert level and they are not proficient, not just basic, proficient in repair and prevention, then there's a problem. You don't neglect. There's certain things that just could happen, even if you're the most highly skilled loctician. There's certain things that just happen for different textures or different things, tools, whatever you're using, and it requires that you pay attention to the lock. There's certain hair textures that are more prone to having problems. There's certain reasons why we do or don't do certain things. And so I have a whole section here about neglecting proper maintenance and repair and some of the negative consequences that can happen. Okay. And how you can go in. I think I have just another section on repair. Let me see. We have, what are microlocks? History of microlocks. Importance of proper microlock technique in the hair industry. Understanding microlock techniques versus other lock techniques, methods. Then I got the problem with using some methods to create microlocks. And y'all know I had to just do a section on curly ends. I'm sorry, I had to do a section on curly ends. I was like, it would not be like Jessica to not do a section on curly ends. Let's talk about curly. Like, and some people, because they like, even in extensions, we break that down. Preparing for a microlock installation, consultation, hair assessment, hair preparation, client preparation, space environment preparation, service preparation, tools, the importance of prevention, common problems to prevent, microlock sustainability and longevity, installation, sizing, the grid, maintenance, retightening, maintenance do's and don'ts. I saw somebody posted on one of my platforms that we take it off because they were promoting. And one of the advice they were given is it extreme contradiction to what we do, but they very much looked like it was professional. But I said I have a whole paragraph as a rationale as to why you don't need to do that. They said it was something very necessary, that you don't need to do. It came out of the sister lock teachings, but there's a lot of things you don't need to do, because what is the overall purpose of it? Has it provided more problems, or is it actually more helpful? There's things that were never beneficial or very minimally beneficial, but people, you don't make that a requirement to do if the benefit is not being shown, right? But if it is a benefit being shown for that person, then they should do it. So I'll just leave it there because I don't want to blow them up. Well, I took the post down, but it was a lot of people are looking for tips and tricks and things to help them. But when someone says, it was just the way they were wording it, it wasn't really accurate. If y'all want me to know what it is, let me know. I'm gonna keep going. Hair locking milestones, which is super important for prevention, repair. We just talked about that. Microlock extensions, preventing problems. As y'all know, I did the first full head microlock extension client in 2010. And even at the show, I know I ran into some people who were showing me some things that we've been doing. And I still notice, even if your samples are being touched, like the extension samples are being touched by a lot of people, it should still sustain how it looks. So that's not an excuse for it to be unraveled or very inconsistent or weak. That just demonstrates the strength of that extension. So extensions are designed to be wearable. Well, if you're doing a permanent extension, permanent wearable hair. So when they were showing me, yeah, look at this, and I had to hold it in because I was like, I've been doing this for like, okay, it's a lot of things that exact replicas of what we've been doing, but I noticed there was still some things that um, would say, if this is a high quality long term result, it should not be unraveling on your sample. It should not be. And then it was a lot of hair out, but that's what the people want. But how are you maintaining those extensions? So it's a lot of conversation still, because how do you maintain them? That's still processed, even if it's human hands processed hair, it still sticks together. It still becomes like a matted, and then you're trying to maintain it, interlocking the roots. Traditional palm roll locks can get away with that because you are palm rolling. We talked about that in some of my lives. But if you are on a small size and you're interlock, you have to pay attention to the ends. If you don't want to, switch your method. Don't try to get a tiny square and pull all of that matted, tangled hair through consistent. Try to do it fast because a lot of people are racing out here about how quick they are. And then also, if you're using a certain type of hair, your connection method is going to be jeopardized. You're going to find it slipping out more. So you gotta be mindful of all that. We have our standards for review and assessment. How many of y'all know? Well, y'all have my. A lot of people. I was giving this ebook out, another ebook out called "10 Key Tips to Magnificent Microlocks." If you had a copy of that, drop that in the comments. 10 Key Tips to Magnificent Microlocks. Follow your heart. Thank you. If you ever got that, let me know because I've actually put it in here. I'm sorry to hear that you're oh god, y'all have a lot of comments. Okay, you want recommendations? Microlock directory is over adding our endorsed professionals, microlockdirectory.com. Okay, that was a lot of, I'm putting myself out here so vulnerable, and I'm just like, just do it. A lot of things that I wanted to see with the vision was that we would have really highly skilled people that were in alignment with creating the best quality work, and I wanted them to be on the space. I didn't want to just have a bunch of people, because I'm not just about numbers, I'm about quality. I'd rather it be 10 high quality people than 100 people and it's all a gamble. What impact would I make to the industry to just keep doing more of the same because I want to stroke an ego and say I have a lot of followers? I don't I don't, and or just take money from anyone. I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me, and I don't connect with people like that. I connect with genuine. So I think a lot of y'all like that too. So I wanted to be able to provide that kind of branding, that kind of platforms. So I'm not doing it. What is the song? We'll do it for the love, not the likes. Um, I relocated to New York in 2017, so I don't know anyone there that does locks. Oh, okay. He's looking for some money in Miami. We have people in Florida. I don't know how far they are from you. We just certified. And we have somebody in advanced repair, reattachment and extending in Ruskin, I believe. We just did that class last week. I'm leaving Bella says I don't like district. Oh, okay. Well, the retirement schedule, this is why it's just always good to have a good foundation. I never stuck to, I couldn't for personal reasons, which is why I'll always relate to the average person, like, because that's my story. I had issues where I couldn't stick to a regular retightness schedule when I didn't do my own hair, even when I did, because um life became, you know how life just becomes a movie. And then it was just like, laid off from this job, laid off from that. Then you're taking your money and you're making sure you can pay your rent. Then you're, all these different things. And so I had long periods of time, but I had such a nice, my loctician was my mentor. We don't do that energy of shaming you and guilting you. Why the hell would we shame you? You know how many people go through things and still get up and smile? I'm one of them, and you're probably one of them too. Well, we get on here, we go through our lives, but we have so much going on in the background. Why the hell? Why would I want to sit in the chair of someone gracing my crown that's going to shame me? Now, if you say, I don't care, I'm getting into this service and I don't care about that, that's different. But if you have all intentions of sticking to your schedule or sticking to a routine that's going to give you the best results, and things happen, you don't need to, like, I think you be, I feel like things that just thrive in a more understanding environment. There's times for us to be hard. There's time for us to be, but not shaming somebody. And I don't like that either. And I never was in that environment, and I never provide that environment to my clients. They already know if they miss a few months or whatever, that it's going to be a lot of money. It's probably going to be in repair. And that's what it is. And that's how we get compensated for the time that we have to put in extra. You don't need, that's enough. That's enough punishment, quote unquote. So I'm seeing all types of stuff. And I'm like, what's with this energy? Like, why are we so angry? Like, for real. Thank you. How do you teach about the extensions if you don't talk about them? What do you mean if I don't talk about them? What you mean? Explain, please. I'm leaving. Okay, you said it already. I don't, I'm purposely picking my responses because I don't really want to bash that community, but you're not the only one. It's a lot of people saying the same things that you're saying. Yeah, nobody should be mad at you. What the heck are we mad at? Like, I'm mad. I would never be mad at my client because she couldn't make it. Now we have to have a conversation, and we need to talk about what your expectations of my service. But getting my emotions upset and mad about your hair and what's going on with you doesn't sound professional. I explained to my blank consultant that I don't need to come that often. I told her I don't mind paying $600 every 8 weeks. Wow. Yeah, I guess that's what it would be if it was every 4 weeks and you pay 300. I know it still sounds like a lie. Summer baby, 600. Yeah, North Main Locks. Clarify what you're asking me, honey. I don't want to misinterpret what you're saying. My consultation doesn't listen. My consultant doesn't listen to my complaints. I stayed for too long. I can't take it anymore. You should not feel negative energy when it comes to your locks. Locks hold energy. Natural hair holds energy. Coiled hair holds energy. This conversation may not be for everyone, but I think if we're black folk, we understand. Our great grandmamas understood the spiritual power of our hair. We cut our hair at a certain time, the full moon, pregnancy. There's certain things that we respected about our hair. That's why it's so emotional for everybody. That's why this industry is so powerful. That's why people do good things and bad things in this industry, and it has such an impact on us. But when it comes to your relationship with your professional, it should be one that is nurturing. Yeah, we can be honest. I don't think everything should be fake, but I don't think anything should be with a negative, like, mean. I don't like. If you don't like your clients, and you need to get a new client. If you don't like your loctician, you need to get a new loctician. You should not like them. You don't have to be BFFs. But hey, Tracy, hi from Tampa Bay. And I think it's a culture of people that follow the energy. Energy attracts. There's a brand or a group with a certain energy, especially coming from the top. It infuses down. If that is being condoned, if that is being supported, if it's not encouraged, for if certain things are highlighted over other things, like if we're not highlighting equality, interactions of work, but we are fearful and we're feeling threatened, so we're going to make sure that we bash. I was getting all that, y'all, because it was a threat. Because I didn't only talk about it, I walked about it. I showed it. I showed in my hair. I showed in my client's hair. Doing things differently gets stronger results. I had people tell me, "Oh, my hair was gonna fall out." Oh, thank you for the comments on YouTube coming out through there. I see it. You make an install extension. Show us the standard so we know. In other words, let me see. Well, you can't see. We have. I don't. I show every little thing clearly in the training, right? Right. Because let's be honest. I think for anything, when people really want something, they'll invest something, right? Invest time, energy, money to get that, which makes it more powerful on a spiritual level. If I just got free things all the time, show me, I haven't really invested. Sometimes I won't value. I don't know how to explain it, but there's a whole spiritual philosophy to that. Number one, because I have a program, I'm not going to sit here and say, everybody, let me show you every detail of the program that everybody else is invested in for free. But I can tell you some things. I do tell you some things. I do. I've had a whole webinar on microlock extensions. I don't know if you've watched it. And in this book, I even tell you, at least I tell you also what not to do. I want to see them. Don't keep them a secret. Yeah, I'm gonna actually make a lot more. That really inspired me, because when I saw her pull out all those, I was like, we're gonna step our game up. So our people who are Microlock Mastery Extension certified, we've all been talking about. We're gonna have those more of those samples. I have a whole clip in line, which every other people copied, but I launched the clip in. I was doing a trademark and patent for that, and then I see other people do it. I couldn't do it myself. I was growing this online program, so I could not. And then I started outsourcing it to some of the certified pro. We were swamped. We got a huge order. So I do videos. Y'all can see the quality in the video. Go right on my IG page. One of the first videos where I'm doing a partial, like a whole rehab repair thing. I'm showing you my extensions that I made. I took her lock and made my extension. I have other videos on the timeline where I'm asking you which one is real, which one is fake. I took my own hair and I did an extension. And most people thought that my hair was the fake one and the extension was the real. And I just patterned it. I worked really hard to make it look identical to this. Identical. So that it can look like that. So that's what I had the clip-ins. I'm gonna do more of that. Just give me a moment, because there's so much going on, and it takes me a while to do them. Yeah. All right, y'all. Wait, what did you say? Okay. Okay, North Main Locks. I need to. Okay, so grid is not my concern, just quality. Most people, grid is a should be a concern for sizing, for foundational strength, and consistency and sizing. And there's some reasons why I did the grid different than even Sister Locks. But Sister Locks does a different grid, and that's fine too, as long as it's strong. But they originally had a different grid, and now there's even grids, and people are showing the grid. But meticulous parting and all that, braiders do that really well, and there's a lot of braiders. Straddling the line of loctician, but focusing on parting and sizing but we're not seeing enough of the lock work. The seeds you're planting to cultivate, create, and nourish a lock on this size. That's what's missing. So that's why I say if I have to choose more energy should go on, I'd rather see more matured or more evolved locks on a timeline, on a page, than just scalp, grid, squares, bantu knots, wrapped up. And it's like, I know a lot of people just kind of follow what other people get more likes on, but I trust, I promise you, do when you do not follow what just gets you likes, but you put the energy in creating the quality work behind the scenes, your money and your abundance will be there. Because a lot of people with a lot of followers don't have a lot of money. That the followers don't always pay. People can have a lot of followers. Their programs don't have a lot of people. Like so, people at the end of the day want good quality work, good quality education. Show more. I can't say that enough because I'm just keep hearing and people keep disclosing big pages number of followers, 23 people in a program. We're at almost 200. See my little 4,000? Like, I've been here since day one and life liked, and I don't have time for social media sometimes. So I don't nurture it in that way to make y'all just like my stuff. I just try to inform you and show you what I can. Well, 600 is a lot. I don't mind my clients being gone because life happens. However, when clients return, it's my expectation that I get compensated with an attitude. Yeah, clients don't have attitudes, please. Because we're good locticians, because they are really a good loctician is a value, is an asset. I like that comment. Harold, quality is real. Y'all, these comments are really good. You have clients giving you attitude, expecting a discount after I have not seen you in 6 months. What? So we can talk about. Here's a section in this book called. No, my camera just went out. Like really? There's a cheat sheet for optimal client and self care. Hold on, y'all. I know my camera is out. This. Oh, I saw it. I see it. There we go. And before that, there's another one. Hold on. Client guidelines for healthy client relationships and self care. How do we communicate the client's expectations? We don't want to. The clients, like even me, when I was a client, very excited about a potential outcome, right? I get excited. Sometimes when we're excited, we don't look at red flags. We don't care. We're happy. We think we're going to get what we want. If my expectations were managed properly, thank goodness, because my loctician checked me when I said, oh, I want it to be microscopic. I want it to be like hair, and I want them to be the smallest they can be. And she was like, I would give you the smallest size for your hair. Checked me, but it made me happy. I was like, okay. Oh, okay. Now, and a part of me was like, well, I can't just get it small. Because sometimes, can we be honest? Although we are adults, we can act like brats. Can we be honest? There's a lot of us, including me. I can be, we want what we want, and that's spoiled. And I'm being honest with y'all because I have those tendencies too. I've like that with my dad too because I'm a big baby with him. I'm grown in my big age, but there's some people that will act like that. The coworkers, you got a coworker that acts like that. You got somebody that you know that's an adult that will have a temper tantrum if they don't get their way. Unfortunately, it sometimes will potentially get a client or a potential client like that. I want what I want like this. Why isn't I doing this? Why is it not? It's not the size. So that's when we got to vet it out first. Vet out through a thorough assessment and consultation process, policies and procedures, professionalism off the bat. Provide your boundaries and structure off the bat. This is what I'm providing. This is what I do. This is what I don't do. This is why I don't do it. I can give you a couple of gems of education as to why. And then they will fall into that or they won't. And if they don't, do not suffer and torture yourself as a professional and take that money if it really is going to come with a headache. Okay, my mentor had some celebrity clients and a possibility. I had an NBA, a Knicks player. I did hair for a couple of people, and I was like, "This is this is not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it." So you have to, mutual respect. Yep, for one another. They'll respect you and your knowledge when you show and you consistently show it. You consistently show it. At the end of the day, I desire education, quality, and strength. Mm-hmm. Wait. My last retightness session, I was on time and a lady called me from the parking lot saying she just got up and need to shower and clean her house. You were the client on time. See, but if you have a good trust and relationship with your client, you'll find that the clients become friends, sometimes more than that, right? But you gotta have earn that. You gotta build that up. And thank you to cry. You read the book. And it's phenomenal. Thank you. I think you might have introduced yourself to me in Atlanta. I just don't know your name. Thank you. Y'all. Educating our clients is key. I've had clients not go with me because I wasn't giving them tiny, tiny locks. I'm cool with that. I remind them why they are my billboard. Yeah. All right. Me and another Letitia. He said I should trademark this word, but I don't. I do not like fragile locks. And I was like, we're not doing you know, Fragile Rock, the show. So I was like, if it looks visually fragile. Now my locks are small and etc. But there's certain locks that just look fragile. Like I said, if you blow on it too hard, like they'll pop or they're hanging off or um that's where I draw the line. I'm not going to give you that. You can still have a really small, refined, uniform locks that are strong. So I'm not giving y'all fragile locks, but strong on the part of the size, the part that part the size for your hair. Yeah. Yes, you just spoke a whole word. All money is not worth it. Let's not. Let's operate. It's time for all of us to shift into our abundance era. Lack and scarcity, it does not exist. It does not exist. You will always have the right clients. We're going to affirm that. Or you will always have the right loctician. You will always have the right education and knowledge come your way. And you always have abundance of money come your way. Affirm that. Affirm that. And and if you stand on nothing, you will fall for anything. If you stand on a foundation, you will be strong, far stronger. So when the winds of trends and fads and people who just might need a little bit of direction come in your way, you can confidently say, I do X, Y, and Z. Your confidence is going to show through. They're going to be convinced. Most people have, after having a good conversation and a good consultation, say, thank you for telling me why you don't do that or why maybe I should ask for something different. I appreciate that because you could have just said, sure. And I would have sat here pissed. There's a lot of people that will thank you. Trust me on that. Trust me. Yes, no fragile locks. They will pop. They will pop, crapple. Wait, I can't even read. Hold on. They will pop, crackle, and drop. We don't want you to be like, oh, I'm so cute. Oh, that guy is so cute. And I'm looking cute in the sun, my sundress. And your hair is in your hand or your hands on the floor. Oh my God, the anxiety. Oh, but that's what's been happening to some people. And there, did I tell y'all Friday about that particular client? She was like, please talk. I'm not ever going to say names unless someone tells me to. Um, she got someone switched up the rotation, which we talk about in rotation here. They switched it up, left. They did all of the locks in a whole different way. She didn't ask for it. They said it. They said it. They reparted the back area and then didn't ask her, told her, said this is this, that is that. And she's been going for a period of time now, with a year almost, and they have fallen out. Your locks should not fall out, especially in your first year. Things could happen down the line. I'm not going to act like your locks should never fall out if something is going on and we try to save it. But in mass, around the edges, she asked the loctician, please, we don't have to lock. I don't lock. We don't have to lock this. Can y'all see on IG? You see? We're not putting a lot. We're not doing micro braids. Even if I got micro braids, we're not pulling this in just so that I can have edges are healthy. Edges are good. The naps, however thick or thin they are, leave them. Don't create a lock on a weak base. She said that, which is so surprising because the client is actually very correct. Said that to the loctician and they ignored her. Created created locks. And then I couldn't tell that they were all cut off and broken until she pushed it forward. So like where this is a lock, she had a stub, the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then she showed locks. She said, I just have what I have. I didn't even attempt to save them. Um, and then she was being ignored. She was being ignored. If you are being, those are the red flags I talk about. You're being dismissed. So your concern might be right or wrong. You know, maybe you're like, oh, okay, all right, stop with the camera. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. Eh, I'll finish out my thought, but I don't know why my camera just went out. I think I need to begin a savings plan so I could take your course. Yeah, and we have payment plans and we have discounts. And here's the updates I want to let y'all know. Um, um, hold on, I'll do that and then I answer this question. Um, the update was that you would have had less than last year's prices if you had went to the webinar, but unfortunately that webinar ended yesterday. Please pay attention. Don't take it for granted when I say that there's a discount, there's a sale, because um, we this it always gives it's always at a loss. There's so many platforms that we have to pay for, and people in our team that we have to pay for, and supplies that we have to pay for that we include in it. And so when we do a price break that big, it's not going to really last. It doesn't really benefit. There's no real revenue coming in. It's just going back out. So um will be maybe another opportunity down the line, but I would say if you really want to get in and the price looks good, get in and just try to save the what you call it, payment plan, third party payment plan. Somebody asked, what's the website? Microlockdirectory.com. Microlockdirectory.com. I'll put it up on the screen. You can still hear me. Should I put a pretty picture up so you think you're talking to me? Let me show you the websites that you can go to. Here is, um, hold on, y'all. Website, the Microlock Directory. And then I'm going to put on the bottom if you want to get into the Facebook. Oh my goodness, there's so many links here to show you. Ooh, child. We're going to do the Facebook group to scroll on the bottom. Okay. And then, I'm going to try to get this camera kick started back on, y'all. I think it's coming. Okay, y'all, I'm here. My camera should be kicking back on. I love that y'all are going back and forth. To other in chat, the direct is working on Instagram. Okay. I apologize, y'all. Okay, it looks like the camera is trying. I see the light is on. And let me go into the settings. Yeah, what the heck? Platforms. Okay. So thank y'all for joining on IG. This is it's nice to be able to chat with y'all. But y'all are not saying nothing. So I'm gonna go. Catch me on the other platforms. If you have any questions, put them now. If you want to share this IG, tag anybody, put it now. Otherwise, I'm gonna move off of here and I'm gonna go independently, probably in the Facebook group and on YouTube. Okay. Should I stay on here? I want to let y'all know what's going on with the program, and I want to let y'all know because we're about to close out the cohort that we have right now. About to be a new wave of certified professionals, um, and we also are going to have the boot camp coming up, and the boot camp is going to have an offer with the book and a couple of things. So yeah, okay, y'all. Oh, y'all can hear me. Okay, the problem I really appreciate that y'all staying on. I really don't understand what is going on with my camera, and it knocks out my sound. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna be silly right now. Um, I'm gonna put on. I don't have a picture on here. Um, let's see. It's not working. Hmm. Oh, y'all can hear me again. Yeah. What is? All right, y'all. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll answer them. I'll answer them blindly. This is so annoying. Uh, Feedback from clients regarding their concerns provides valuable insights for continuous improvement and innovation within the hair industry. By actively listening to clients' feedback and adapting practices accordingly, practitioners can refine their skills, update their techniques, and introduce innovative solutions. This commitment to evolution ensures that the industry remains dynamic and responsive to the changing needs and preferences of clients, but it also upholds the professional quality. All right, so extra camera, my computer, upload. Um, okay, y'all. I'm not able to. I'm not able to do any more with this. Okay, so yes, you can go to. Let me type it in here, and I'm put it on the screen where you can go ahead and get the book. You can go to Amazon, and you'll see the ebook on there, and shortly you'll see the full paperback version. But you can also go to um, the Microlock Standard, MicroLockStandards.com. I'm putting it here. Oh, I don't know. Okay. And that's at the bottom of the screen. All right. So this is the book where you can get it for well, I'll give you some signed copies if you like. So I had an initial batch of signed copies from Atlanta, and we just sold the last one. So I have another set of books coming in where we're going to do signed copies. You can get them directly from the microlockstandards.com. You can also go to microlockmastery.com and you'll see it on the tab. I'm very excited to share this book with you. It has been a labor of love. It's been many years of me talking and talking and talking, creating videos. But I wanted to make sure that I put this all in writing to help and support those who are looking for this comprehensive information based on the original standards. These are the original microlock standards. I'm so excited and feel quite vulnerable. I hope that you find this book helpful. Now, I do want to say this for all those who've invested in the training program. And some people have questions about this book, being is it going to do the technique? Somebody asked that the other day. And the program is still, getting a formal training is still going to be the best thing. This is an educational book that will tell you all the information in these different categories that are very important that we include in our training. But if you want technique and you want someone to review your work and you want to make sure that you are troubleshooting well, because each person, each individual, each head of hair is going to have its own unique um, situations. You're going to also want to know and understand your tools and different things. And if you're in the extensions realm, I mean, there's so much more information that you would get in an actual training. So this book is not going to substitute an actual full, thorough, comprehensive training, but it will be a very, hoping it is a very valuable resource that should accompany that. And even if you don't get a formal training and there's many people already that could just use a lot of the information that's shared to enhance their skills. So we hope that this is that investment for you, that resource for you, right? So, I'm really trying to get this camera back, but it's not coming back. Great. It's a great step in your project. Be proud. Thank you so much. Um, I wanted to get this book published so many times for so many years. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna go. It keeps knocking my sound out. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Feel free to reach out for any questions. Thank you so much. If you're on YouTube, please consider subscribing, consider commenting on YouTube. Um, I'm going to share more information with you all about in-person book signings and book tours and educational. We're going to be doing some workshops with this book, and it'll be hopefully in your area. I'll let you know that full schedule soon. All right, so that's in the works now. Okay, y'all. Have a great day.